Hello there, everybody. This is Silent Mist, and welcome back to the Feed the Beast server, the RedCubed Feed the Beast server. In the last few parts, we've been working on a fusion reactor, but in this part, we're going to be taking a break. It's actually been quite some time since we've done that, but I'm currently crafting the fusion coils. It would turn out that the fusion reactor that we were planning to build was not... Oh, there's a present over here. From Remco, hearts. Sweet Jesus! Whoa! Wow. I'm gonna have to go give Remco a present. It'll probably be in the form of lots and lots of energy. But it would turn out that the fusion reactor that we were going to build is not the fusion reactor that we will be building because we are on GregTech 3. When we updated the FTB server from 1.1 to 1.2, I believe that's what it was. That was when GregTech 3 was added to the server, so we cannot build the easy-to-build fusion reactor, and I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be able to build it with our current resources. So, we've been quarrying once again, and now we have that present from Remco. Speaking of which, I'm going to go quickly dump that all into another plate bending machine. Is this it? I need a compressor. That's an extractor. Is this a compressor? That's an electric furnace. How about this? There we go. I'm going to go compress these into ore because we can't use the iridium, or we compress it into ingots. We can't use the iridium ore in any of our recipes that we have programmed. We have everything programmed for the ingots, so it'd be best to just turn it into ingot form. But yeah, this thing is taking quite some time. It's been running for about 15 minutes, and it's only made a few of them. We've actually had to do this multiple times, because getting this thing to craft takes a long time, and we've been working on the ME system. So yeah, this is just, it's fun watching this, because you can see just the crazy stuff that we're making, and it takes forever. How many do we have? We need to make 32 of them, and we have 11. So yeah, we're gonna be working on that for some time. But for now, like I said, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna work with tanks again, because I like tanks, and we're not gonna do too many 20 of them. And I finally finished the tank room, or for the most part finished it. I got all the tanks built, and now I just need to build some sort of control center. This entire device is going to be weird. It's all going to be built for aesthetic purposes. It's not going to be practical in the slightest, because first of all, to hold liquid is much more efficient to do so with cells, and then just throw that in the ME system than to hold it into tanks. But I wanted to have something cool where when you want to craft something with liquids, you'll have a control center right here, you go to it, you tell it you want this, and then you'll see some tanks fill up and then drain with the stuff, and then you can just pull out the cells. So I think that'll work really well. This is going to involve some redstone, though, because a lot of this is going to be working off of... I don't know how to explain this. I just know that I'm not going to be doing this all the way that I plan to, because the tanks in the middle, they're going to be... Well, if I decide to go the impractical route, the tanks in the middle, they're going to be filling up and then draining. And on top of that, well, in order to get them into the place, we need to say, okay, I need to request it from this tank. That tank has... Well, they'll probably all be hooked up to wireless redstone, and it'll just say, request using that, go, go, go. So, yeah, it'll be an interesting thing. These will all be full of the various cells that you can get. Let's see, we have, like, all of these. I hope I made enough. I think I made enough, but there are definitely going to be things that we're not going to be sticking into here, like hydrogen, probably not. We're definitely going to have deuterium and tritium, because those are going to be parts of the fusion reactor once we get that going. Wolfranium, we'll have a tank full of wolframium. We'll actually need a bunch of that stuff, because that is what we use to make iridium. But making it, how do you make it? That is a good question. You just, tungsten dust into a wolframium. You know what? I don't even want to say wolfranium. But yeah, these are definitely going to be some fun things to make. I'm still not too sure if I want to make this the 100% aesthetic route, or if I want to make this like practical. Because if I go the aesthetic route, it's going to be really, really impractical to work with, and it's going to be slow. So that's something that I don't want to have. But I need some more liquid tesseracts. I just crafted those before we started. We now have tesseract crafting in the ME system, which is really nice. It was actually, we thought it would have been difficult to set up, but it wasn't too bad to set up. So yeah, all of these tesseracts, and it's really dark where I am because I haven't lit this place up because it's not really ready to, well, it's not ready to be turned aesthetic. We have to make all the aesthetics first. I need a liquiduct or 39. Wow, I only have 39 left. I used quite a bit while making this. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, that'll be enough. I'm just like, uh-oh, do I have enough of these? But yeah, so we're moving along quite nicely in Feed the Beast. I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing after the fusion reactor, though, because bees, a lot of people have wanted me to get into bees, and Patch has wanted me to get into bees, but I don't want to get into bees because I feel like those are endgame, and then some, because I'm having fun making all of these machines make stuff for me, instead of having bees make it for me, because having bees make me iridium, well, that's lame. Why do that when you can have a fusion reactor make iridium for you? So, yeah, that's why I am sticking away from bees. And I've actually noticed that since we've added the ME system to our base, we have had absolutely no reason to use any sort of like pneumatic piping. But yeah, that's that. Actually, I do want to, talking about, well, actually piping reminded me of liquiducts, which reminded me of our power situation. I've been confused as to how power has been transferred over the last few episodes, because I had an idea of how it was transferred, and then I thought I was wrong because we were having issues with our power system, and then I thought it was wrong once again because of how the EU reader works. Now, this EU reader, I don't like it. It's awful, because, well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. It's actually accurate, but it's at the same time awful, and so is the way that everything explains how energy is transferred, because they all say it's transferred in EU/T, energy units per tick. It's not. It's energy units per packet, which is EU/P. Let's see if we can see that. EU/P. These are what matter. The packets. Packet size is not how much goes out per tick. So the way that wiring works is that every wire has a maximum amount of power that can go through it. No, has a maximum packet size that can travel through it. So let's say we have copper cable. I believe that's low voltage, so that's 32 volt. I can talk. 32 EU per tick. No, see, even I'm messing this up. 32 EU per packet. Then you have medium voltage, which is 128. Then you have high voltage, which is 512. Medium voltage, I can't think of any medium voltage cables off the top of my head. I think gold is, but I never move stuff that is medium voltage only, nor do I really move stuff that's low voltage only. But oops, that's getting off the point. So let's take glass fiber for an example. It can transfer a theoretical, I'm assuming that it's a theoretical infinite. It's probably just like the maximum value of an integer or a double number of 512 EU packets. Now, why this is important? Is because let's use this MFSU array as an example. There are 12 MFSUs that are pointing out, which means that this can output up to 512 EU times 12 per tick. So what that means is this can transfer theoretically 3,070. Yeah, 3,070 EU per tick, which is different than 512 EU per tick because this cable is rated at a maximum of 512 EU per tick, which is fine and dandy, but it's confusing because it says that it's rated for 512 energy units per tick, but it's really not. It's per packet. So we can transfer right now, as you'll see. This is why I don't like the EU reader. It says it's transferring 2,378 EU per tick, which makes you think, oh goodness, that's like extreme voltage. But no, it's per tick and not per packet. I really wish that it would say like the packet size. That would really help things out. But yeah. Now that I have all of that worked out, I've torn out the wiring that I did originally. Like, we had that really, really crazy 6-wire array that we had, and now it's just 1 wire again. Because there's no point in having 6 wires, because we're only outputting high voltage, so this is perfectly fine and dandy at transferring high voltage currents. See? High voltage. Right there. Right there. And yeah, these steam boilers, they're doing okay now. Like, we're perfectly fine with power. We're not using too much. We're not using too little. Although when we get the fusion reactor up, we're probably going to be depreciating the steam boilers. We'll still have them running because, I mean, it's a spare roughly 2,000 EU per tick that we get. And, I mean, sure, the fusion reactor will be outputting 32,000 EU per tick. You know, we'll have this stuff. So, yeah. Let's head back. I said we were going to work with tanks, and this has been one of those recap episodes. We're doing that quite often. Fusion coils. See, we have 12 fusion coils now. These things take so freaking long. It's mainly the iridium neutron reflectors that take so freaking long to make, I think. Missing materials? Yeah, this thing is still going. It's not stuck. Oh, we have so much stuff that's... We're revamping, like, lots of our base at once. Or we're redoing a bit of our base. So we have to get everything up and running. It's quite fun, actually, because, well, we're figuring out more efficient ways of doing things, and yeah, it's just fun times. And speaking of fun times, I should tell you guys about that thing. Let's see if I can make an ender pouch. No, we don't have ender pouches. The ender pouch recipe. Ender pouch. There you are. Ender pouch. Oh my goodness, that's blaze powder, leather, ender pearl, wool. Okay, blaze powder. We need an ender pearl. Begin. And actually, we're probably going to need a bunch of those, and the system's going to eat them up really quickly. Oh, there we go. Ender powder, or ender ball. Wool. We'll need some leather as well. Leather. Yay. And what else? Oops. Leather. Wow, we have a lot of leather. Almost 1 million. Leather. Blaze powder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're also going to need more leather than that. Probably. I'll just take a stack. Do we have a crafting table down here? That's something. Good. We have a crafting table. Wonderful. So I believe it was. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Wool and ender pearl. Dang it! I got these two mixed up. You see, that's what I always do. I always get stuff like that mixed up. There we go. Ender pouch. So we've had this machine here for a while, but we've never used it. It's our universal charging station. I'm not too sure how to link these up. Do you just right-click? Yes, you do. And what the universal charging station does is it lets you charge up your stuff. It's pretty nifty, and it does so really quickly. So let me take off my chest plate. You see how it's not fully charged? The entirety of my armor is not fully charged. Let me take it off, go to my ender pouch, and you saw that chest right over there behind the ender pouch thing opened up, and we'll throw our armor in. And oh look, it's fully charged now. This thing can charge stuff at 2,048 EU per tick, I believe. How many? No, maybe more than that. There's 5. Yeah, these universal what are they? Universal charging somethings. Yeah, whatever those are. Will charge the item in a chest that is adjacent to it. So anything that goes into this chest will be charged. We can charge up. This is how we need fully charged re-batteries for some recipes, and that's how you do it. And that lets us charge all of our stuff anywhere if we ever need it. And this is actually good because I never had an ender pouch. I should really set an ender pouch up to access the ME system. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that right now. Let me grab some more blaze powder. Do we have ender chests? We do. Wonderful. We'll use that right there. Patchy patch. And let me take an ender pearl. Let me take some wool. And I think that's all that we needed. And let's just head on over to this crafting table and make another one. I love having wireless access to the everything. This is pretty much just letting us deposit whatever we want into the... This will be to let... What am I trying to say? This will let us deposit items into the ME system. Like, if we have... How can I explain this? So the reason why I'm doing this is because the ME wireless access terminal is limited by range. You put something into it, or let's leave the house. For an example, like, I can access the ME system perfectly fine right now, but let's say I leave the house for whatever reason. I usually don't, but let's say I leave the house. Leaving the house. Oh no. Oh, I still have access. Okay, never mind. Let's try that again. Oh no, no signal. Whatever will I do? I can't access my stuff. Well, this is why we'll have this ender pouch for us, do stuff for us. It'll pretty much only be a one-way transaction, though. You'll only be able to deposit things into the system. You will not be able to access things. And on top of that, this will be lag-free. The ME system, when you deposit stuff in it, it's a little laggy. There's noticeable delay between when you click it in and when it actually goes in. So, yeah, we'll just quickly set this up to export directly into the ME system, which will be easy. We'll go through it into the heart of the ME system. I love this system. It is beautiful and a half. Okay, so we'll just plop this right here, and then we'll need some export buses. Export. Oh, that's not how you spell export. Export. That's not how you spell export. Or is it an import? No, it's an import. Silly me. We can craft it. Come on, craft faster. There we go. Yeah, we've made our crafting system pretty quick. And now if we ever put stuff into that, wait, let me sync these up. There we go. Now if we just do this, we can deposit stuff in. Oh, I need to make that so it takes up full stacks at once instead of just one item at once. Full stacks. Now we can just deposit stuff easily into the ME system, which is really nice because, yeah, if we ever have a full inventory and I need to just throw stuff out, that's the way to do it. But yeah, I guess this really wasn't more, this was more of a let's catch up and show you guys, recap on what we've done. That, I should do that like at a systematic time because we do a lot off of camera, just because a lot of what we do is very, very tedious. And just like you don't, oh, I updated the ME system and it stopped crafting the fusion coils. We need to make 20 more of these, so we'll make 20 and begin. And this thing, this takes such a long time to craft. Oh my goodness. Yep. So I do hope that you enjoyed this part. Did I start my outro? I don't know. But I guess I will restart it if I did. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to end things off here. In the next episode, we'll get back to working on various things around our house. But yeah, like I said, this was more of a recap episode because we were spending a lot of time in the fusion reactor, and it is a big project, and it is definitely going to be taking up a lot of our resources. Let's see, how much iridium do we have left? Not a ton, only 200 plus the 32 plates that we had. Yeah, I hope that's going to be enough to finish everything up, because on top of that, we're going to need to make, on top of the fusion coils, we're going to need to make a bunch of advanced machine casing, which takes a lot of iridium as well. Let's see, how much? Advanced, and we're going to need a lot of the advanced machine casing. That's going to be the worst part. Oh, or is it highly advanced? No, that's a machine block, machine casing. Yeah, 6 chrome plates to make 4 of them, and in order to make wait, not chrome plates. What was the thing you need? Oh, wait, what was the thing that needed iridium? The highly advanced machine block? Wait, I could have sworn that one of these things took the advanced machine casing. Let me just look at machine casing. Machine casing. Okay, whichever one's the most expensive. Yeah, it's the advanced one. I thought the advanced machine casing took iridium. Maybe it's the data control circuit? Yes, the data control circuits take the iridium. Fun times for everybody. So that'll be a certain huge draw of everything. How much advanced machine casing are we going to need? We're going to need at least a stack of it, and I don't know how much is going to go in the outer ring. The ceiling. Question mark? Let's start making that. Advanced machine. Oh, we have 29 already. So we'll just turn that into a stack. That'll be, there it is. And that'll be 32, 35. Begin. And that'll be just queuing stuff up. 35, oh, I think I made too much. Actually, we're going to need more than a stack, so it really doesn't matter. Oh my god, this is taking such a long time. I think it's the titanium that takes such a long time to craft, because you have to smelt the titanium ingots, which takes a long time, and you also have to get the silicon, which takes a long time, and everything just takes a long time when it comes to crafting the fusion reactor. Silicon, that's something that I'll have to add into one of the tanks, definitely, because we'll be able to store 1,000 buckets of silicon, which will be infinitely useful. I'm just dragging this outro on. So guys, I do hope that you enjoyed this part. If you did, wonderful. If you didn't, well, that makes me a little sad. But yeah, I'm going to call it quits here, and until next time, I will see you all later. Farewell. Ow.